Radio Raheem here with Katie Taylor here in New York City, making your New York impression here. Talk to me. I mean, you get all around the world doing this boxing thing. How you finding New York?
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it so far. It's an absolute privilege to be here and to be boxing on such a big undercard again, and to be making my US debut on such a big card. It's incredible, really. Hopefully, I can build a good fan base over here as well.
Yeah, I happen to be here for St. Patty's Day and the Conlon debut. The huge Irish fans came out. They packed the Garden Theater. Have you got a chance to encounter any of your fans here? And what kind of crowd do you think you're going to pull Saturday night?
I think since the fight has been announced, really, I think the reaction from the public has been incredible. I think there is going to be a lot of Irish people there on Saturday evening, for myself and for Noel Murphy, who's on the card as well. So I think there is going to be a big Irish contingent there, which is going to be make it very exciting for me.
Yeah, I mean, the fans and you seem to have found out your opponent on the same day.
Yes.
You're talking about you're just only got a couple of days to prepare. How stressful is that, and what do you do like when you know a fight's coming but you don't know who the girl's going to be?
Yeah, I was just kind of preparing the best I could, really, and the training camp has been great over these last few months, but it has been a frustrating few weeks not knowing who I was boxing, and then there's opponents who were pulling out kind of left, right and centre as well, so it was definitely tough to get an opponent, but thankfully this girl stepped up to the mark, and she is definitely to be respected. She's been in a lot of tough fights before with tough opponents, so I'm expecting a tough fight on Saturday evening.
She's been around a while, but you've been knocking girls out and beating girls up here, day in and day out. Is that making it harder for you to find opponents? And where do you think there's a challenge for you down the road that can really spotlight your skills and, give you the kind of work that you need in there?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great girls out there. They just need to obviously make the fights happen, and I'm not interested in any kind of padded records. I want to get in and box the best and fight the best, and I want to be in fights that are going to generate a lot of interest from the public as well, and that's only going to be make women's boxing more popular, really. So there is a lot of good girls out there who I'm kind of hoping that I'll get a fight with soon in the future.
Now, you've got huge punching power. We saw a display of it just there on the mitts. I have to ask this question. I think I know the answer, but a lot of fans, they're just coming to women's boxing now with the Olympics and then you in the spotlight. Do you like spar with guys? Do you end up having to do a lot of your training and mix it up with men just because there's not that many women to work with?
Yeah, I think any top female fighter really does a lot of work with the men, and I've sparred guys from the very, very start, and nothing's changed really since I turned pro as well. I feel like I'm getting the best of spars out here in the US. I'm based obviously in Connecticut since I turned pro as well, and the sparring partners that I've had have been absolutely exceptional for me, and I know that every time I step into the ring, no girl that I box is going to be as good as the guys that I'm sparring, so it makes a huge difference for me.
We saw you glove up a little girl here today. You got to tell me her name, and then also, what kind of advice do you have to young girls who are looking at a male-dominated sport that want to break through and have the kind of success you've had?
Yeah, that young girl, I've known her for years. Actually, her name is Jessalyn Silva, and I've seen loads of videos of her on Instagram, and I was absolutely delighted to see her here today. She's going to be a future star, no doubt. But for anyone who wants to achieve anything, really, I suppose just find your passion and just go for them with all your heart. And I know that every time I step into the ring, I don't cut any corners, and I definitely try to train as hard as I can every single day and push my body to the limits. And that's the only way you're going to get the best out of your sport.
Well, it's a pleasure to watch you train, and it's certainly a pleasure to watch you work. Katie Taylor here, there's a handful of girls like you out there that are really putting women's boxing on the map, so we appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck Saturday night. Radio Raheem with Katie Taylor. She'll be fighting at Barclay on Adrian Bronner and Mikey Garcia's card.